Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football. Tonight, the University Trojans play host to the Robinson Rockets. I'm Lark Smith, along with Hal Harris, here to describe the action for you. This, of course, is the opening season game for both teams. But, Hal, these are two teams that are in desperate need of wins because of what has transpired the last couple of seasons at those schools.
Most definitely. You know, Robinson is coming in off a 2-8 record last year, and they brought in a new head coach from North Forney, an offensive coordinator named Mike Ludlow. He's got 14 starters to work with, 7 on each side of the ball, and they'll come out in a 3-3-5 defensive set tonight. Their star players in the defensive line, Dante Drake, he's a 6'3", 275-pound commit to Wyoming University. When you look at University High, Kent Last during his second year is looking for his first win.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the expectations are high. Team leadership is strong, commitment by the players, no excuses. He's got a veteran group, 15 starters, and he is looking to get his first win tonight.
The color guard for University High School presenting the colors at midfield. We'll get the national anthem from the University High School band here in just a moment.
Tonight's color guard is led by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Austin Woodward. Cadet Command Sergeant Major Jimena Solis, and Cadets Xavier Tejerina and Johanna Hernandez. Junior ROTC is beginning its 21st year at University High School. Cadets of the Trojan Battalion continue to serve their school and community proudly. Junior ROTC performs thousands of hours of school and community service alike. We are very proud of our cadets and their unwavering commitment to serve those in need. Junior ROTC instructors are First Sergeant Leonard Montelongo, Jr., and Sergeant First Class Marcus Hayner. At this time, we'll be playing the national anthem by the University High School band.
You're not going to be able to take your eyes away from the field very often in this game. How both these teams like to play no-huddle, hurry-up offense.
That's exactly right. We're looking for a lot of passing from Robinson. University, in all likelihood, will do quite a bit of running tonight. They've got a couple stud running backs, both seniors, Makai Sandoff
tonight for the Robinson Rockets,
Najee Drakes.
Deontay
They're two running backs tonight. On the defensive side, their district performer, safety is Dantrell DeGreat.
For the University Trojans,
captain's meeting at midfield.
Harris. Number 3, Najee Drake.
Cody Martinez, number 10 for Robinson, along with number 22, Caden Grady.
Paul Monreal.
Out there for the Trojans, number 3, Dajay Drakes, along with 52, John Zay Fulbright. Ivy Bonilla also out there. Gives us a chance to tell you about our officials for tonight's game. They're out of the Waco Tasso chapter. Rodney Sims will be our referee tonight. The umpire, Brian Strickland. Ernie Alvarez, the head linesman. Paul Rayum will be the line judge, and Delvin Harris will be the back judge. Kent Laster in his second year as the head coach for the University Trojans. As Hal mentioned, looking for his first win in guiding Trojan football. These are two schools that I don't believe have ever played each other before. With the numbers increasing out at Robinson, they are getting a little bit closer in size to University as Robinson's playing up a class as they are a 4A team, University a 5A Division II team. Robinson Rockets get ready to receive the kickoff. University Trojans will be going from right to left on your TV screen here in the first quarter. Perfect night for football here at Waco ISD Stadium. Partly cloudy sky overhead, a temperature of 93 degrees, relative humidity of 49%. There's a bit of a breeze that's blowing from left to right on your TV screen, but I don't know that that will affect much of anything this evening.
Grayson Martin, number 2 on the near side for Robinson, and Aiden Sanford, number 3, will be back for this kickoff.
Left-footed kick going to come toward the near side, taken by one of the up men at the 20-yard line. He'll go straight upfield, get it across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Austin Rutledge. Marshall on the return.
Yeah, DeMarcus Rutledge on that tackle there.
So the Robinson Rockets will set up shop, 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Let's set the offense for you for Robinson. On the offensive line, the center is Roman Cobb. The guards are Barrett Wallace and Dennis Moran. The tackles, Elijah Partita and Alonzo Sanchez. The quarterback is Jace Martin, and the running back in the backfield with him, Christian Lujan. Lohan takes the snap, goes straight ahead. Will have about 4 yards out to the 35-yard line. The wide receivers for Robinson are Grayson Martin, Alakai Clark, Jalen Guerrero, and Evan Moreno. They send 3 wide to the near side. They do hand the ball off once again to Lujan, and Lujan is stopped for very little gain, if any, at the 36-yard line.
Ty Wagner in on the tackle there, number 11. On the first play, Sebastian Cervantes made the tackle for University.
Well, they got a 3rd down, about 5. A passing down possibly. 3 wides to the near side. Got motion on the offensive line. And that should back them up 5 yards. We'll find out from our referee, Rodney Sims. Well, they call it against the defense, encroachment. So a possibility of, and that's going to give the 1st down to Robinson. They get their first down by way of penalty. It moves it to the 41-yard line. They get their 2nd series of downs. Got 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Martin looking left, throws, and it's complete out to the 50-yard line. Catch made there by Grayson Martin.
Micah Henderson in on the defense.
2nd and 1 now. Again, quickly up to the line of scrimmage. They hand it off once again in the backfield to Lujan, and Lujan has the 1st down and into Robinson territory, down to the 47-yard line.
Edgar Marquez brought him down.
No huddle. Quick snap. Back to pass. Going long down the near sideline, and it's complete. That's Clark. He's sent out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Andrell DeGreat made a game-saving tackle there for the touchdown.
So 1st and goal for Robinson. A straight Snap to the running back, Lujan, and Lujan maybe gets a yard up to the 5.
Wrapped up by Joseph Caballero there.
And number 16, Caballero on the tackle. He's up second down and goal.
Second down and goal from the 5. Martin now changing the play. Still got 15 seconds left on the game clock. Moves his H back over to the right of the formation. Looking to pass and dropped and fumbled. And on top of the football, a scramble for it inside the 10. And able to get on top of it for the Robinson Rockets. Number 25, Jonathan Lopez.
E.J. Eccles put the boom in on that particular play, and they were lucky to keep that ball in their own possession.
So a big third down here. It's a 4-point play. You send 2 wide to the left, single receiver to the right. And they, again, basically a direct snap that either the quarterback or the running back could have gotten. It's the quarterback, Martin, that has the football, but he's dropped for a loss back to the 14. So now decision time for head coach Michael Ludlow. It looks like he's going for it. He's got 4th and goal from the 14. I guess that means they don't have much of a field goal to kick around. Well, maybe they're looking for University to jump offside. No jump offside. He starts to avoid the rush, but can't avoid the rush. And the University defense comes up huge when they got inside the 10-yard line. Outstanding job.
Miguel Medrano, really good play there. Wrapping him up and dropping him for a huge loss there. Take over on downs.
So University will get it at their own 23-yard line with 8 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in our first quarter. Look at that starting offense for the University Trojans on the offensive line. Enrique Rangel is the center. The guards are Paul Monreal and Rodolfo Diaz. The tackles, John Zay Fulbright and Eric Bernal. Send Drakes in motion and pitch it to Drakes, and he goes around the left end or right end and has the speed to outrun everybody, but there is a flag back at the 25-yard line thrown by our referee. So we're not sure if that is a 77-yard touchdown run or not at this point. It looks like it's coming back, and it is against University. So erased a fine run by Najee Drakes on the first play from scrimmage.
He has got a lot of speed, and when he took that corner, there was no one catching him. Robinson will come out in a 3-3-5 defensive set.
Move it back to the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard penalty. At least from where they had the ball spotted previously. 10 seconds left on the play clock to try to get the play off. Going to be a little difficult here. They're not going to get it off in time, and sure enough, they're going to lose 5 more yards on delay of game. Well, take that back. University calls a timeout before the penalty is thrown to save the yardage.
Well, we've had quite a bit of an offensive explosion so far. Robinson just taking it right down the field there in less than 3 minutes, going about 60 yards, and then University with that long run, but it got called back for a penalty, but there's going to be a lot of scoring tonight.
Kent Laster doing a good job watching the play clock, getting the timeout called, as there was a little confusion on this offense deciding how to line up for this second play from scrimmage. Their first one was called back due to a penalty. They have to get to the 33-yard line for a first down, but it's first from the 15 Now we have a whistle and waiting for our officials to figure out what's going on here.
We're going to have a nice battle tonight between Dante Drake, number 9, the nose guard for Robinson, going up against the center, Enrique Rangel, tonight.
We've reset the play clock. Now we're ready to get back to football. They send Drake's in motion. They fake the handoff to the running back and keeping the football, but fumbling at the end of the play is the quarterback, Jayshon Mangani.
Travis Lahorn, number 12, in on the tackle.
He gets about 7 yards on the play. Brings up second down. Once again, we have a flag thrown. It's a procedure call against the Trojans. Right now, Hal, the Trojans having trouble getting out of their own way.
Yes, sir. That was one thing Kent was stressing, that we need to do the small things correct, and they'll add up, for some good things down during the ball game. Got to take care of the small details.
Move it back to the 17. Pass in the flat to Drakes. Drakes jukes one man, gets it across the 25 and up to about the 29-yard line. Najee Drake's doing a good job to get the football back between the sticks.
Brought down by their safety, number 12, Travis Latham.
Be 3rd and 4 from the 29. And off in the backfield. Won't have enough for the first down, and up to the 32-yard line goes Sandoff.
Drew Oliveris in on the tackle there.
Bring up 4th down and 2. Normally a punting situation, but let's see if Kent Laster is a riverboat gambler here and has a lot of confidence not only in his offense to pick up the first down, but his defense to stop Robinson should they not get the first down. Pitch in the backfield, and it's going to be dropped for a loss. Sandoff unable to get out from under the rush and drop back at the 19-yard line.
Dylan Oliveris in on the tackle. That play struggled right from the start, Lark. They were bringing the heat on that play.
Robinson will have great field position with 6:35 to go and the first quarter to start their second drive of the night. It'll be at the University 24-yard line.
Defensively for University, across the line, Ty Wagner, Edgar Marquez, and Sebastian Cervantes are your 3 linemen. The linebackers are E.J. Eccles, Matthew Marquez, Miguel Medrano, and Joseph Caballero.
Late check-in, Micah Henderson at one of the cornerback spots. Robinson. Now we have a whistle and a timeout called by the Robinson coaching staff. Not sure what the coaches are exercised about, but apparently is something that the quarterback was not realizing as far as the play call. So they're going to get the play call right. So we haven't played a full 6 minutes of the first quarter, Hal, and we've already got a timeout called by each team.
Well, it's opening game jitters. Got to work out some of the kinks. They're playing at a really fast pace here. To finish off the University's secondary, the cornerbacks were Micah Henderson and Travion DeGreat, and the 2 safeties are number 1, Dantrell DeGreat, and Juwan Harris, number 2. The three seniors, 6 juniors, and 2 sophomores are out on that defense for University tonight.
A handoff in the backfield to Lujan.
Matthew Marquez with the wrap up and the tackle there.
Actually, that was Tristan Blackburn, number 13, with the carry. He gets 4 yards on the play. Let's give him 3 yards, 2nd and 7 at the University 21. Going to change the play. Looking to the far sideline. Offensive coordinator Ryan Porter. Straight drop back, looks across the left on a crossing pattern, and a flag is thrown for interference. I got to admit, he hooked him a little bit when just about the time the ball was in the air.
Yes, sir, he did.
Tried to get it in the flat to Clark. So that'll give Robinson a new set of downs.
27, Drew Bearfield was in on that particular possession, and he's the one guilty of the penalty.
Well, that'll move the ball down to the 8-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal. Good job by the University defense to close off the right side as Blackburn once again tried to get around the edge.
Sebastian Cervantes wrapped him up there and stopped him.
Got a yard to the 7. 2nd and goal. U-Dog defense looking to dig in once again. They've already stopped Robinson inside the 10 once tonight. High snap, but brought down by the quarterback, and Blackburn is just snowed under by that University defense. Going to be a loss back to the 9.
Looked like 16 Joseph Caballero made the initial contact there.
So another 3rd and goal facing the Robinson Rockets. They got 5 receivers out in the pattern of empty backfield. Looking right, pump fake, throws across the middle, and has his man for the touchdown.
That was a well-executed play there. He just waited, gave his receiver a chance to get behind the linebacker for the touchdown.
It's Martin to Martin for the 6. Once again on replay, you see Grayson Martin get in behind the defense there and got in the seam. They go for the 2-point conversion, and they're good on the 2-point conversion. So it's 4:46 left to go in the first half. Robinson takes an 8-0 lead.
You can see for sure, though, Lark, that this year that the University defense is much quicker than last year's team.
Well,
that was a tough ask of them to set up inside their own 30-yard line.
Certainly
Try
was.
to stop them.
University's first offensive thrust gets stopped on 4th and 2. And Robinson takes over at the 24. They cover those 24 yards in 5 plays. One of those was an interference penalty. Took them 1:49 to get on the board to lead by a score of 8-0.
Micaiah Sandolph back at his 18-yard line will be the back for University to receive this kickoff from Robinson.
Appear they're looking for a deep kick. Matter of fact, they pooch it up early and a fair catch called at the 41-yard line.
It's pretty rare when you just see a little 10-yard pooch kick. Normally they try to hit it to the sidelines at least 30 yards down the field.
Jawan Harris with the fair catch.
Great field position for University.
They're at their own 41-yard line to start their second offensive possession of the night. Got 3 receivers to the near side. Tried to hand the ball off to Sandolph, and Sandolph is absolutely smothered by that Wyoming recruit.
Yeah, Dante Drake, he just flat out blew that play up there.
It's going to be a loss of 3. He's up at 2nd and 13 at the University 38. Drakes goes in motion. He's the slot man, rolling. Quarterback throwing downfield, going deep.
That's holding all over the place.
Yeah, you got holding against the Robinson defense there, if not interference. So the Trojans going to get a first down out of this.
Tyler Gray, number 18, is going to be charged with that penalty. 15 comes limping off a little bit, Tony Miles.
Miles was the intended receiver on that play. We have offsetting penalties, so it'll be 1st and 10. Excuse me, it'll be 2nd and 13 again. Just a do-over. Trojans spread the field out. Throw in the flat to Drakes. University going to be called for offside as the outside receiver was lined up offside. I believe that's on Cameron Marshall. He had his foot over out in the neutral zone.
Number 19, Zacharine Young, is in right now.
That'll move the ball back to the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 18. Trojans trying to get their offense going. They thought they had a touchdown on the very first play from scrimmage, but it got brought back due to a penalty, and they've already been penalized about 5 times in this game. 5 for 38 yards. Sandoff looking for running room. Reverses his field, using his speed to get around the corner. Will be finally knocked out of bounds when he gets to the 43-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play.
Dylan Oliveris finally chasing him out and had the sideline at his friends to finally knock him out of bounds.
Sandoff picked up 10. Most positive play yet for the Trojans. Clock stopped with 3:48 to go in the first quarter. Sandoff once again with the football going around the right side. Another penalty flag is thrown. Usually where you see holding. So that erases the 10 yards that Sandoff got a moment ago. And should move it back to the 33-yard line.
Penalties are tough to overcome. You know, they cut some of your momentum out, so they've got to start cutting down on those and see if they can get that offense going.
That's the reason why coaches keep a large bottle of Tums in their office. 3rd and 18. Hand it off to Drakes. Drakes has some running room, uses that speed to burst across the 40. They're going to say he's down at the 42-yard line. Pickup of 9 on the play for Drakes.
Brought down by the 2 safeties. They probably are brothers, Blaine Lathorn and Travis Lathorn, number 11 and 12.
Still going to bring up a 4th down and 9 at the 42. Trojans going to punt this time. Grayson Martin back deep to receive the punt. Punt snap goes over the punter's head, and he just covers it up back at the 26-yard line. So once again, Robinson going to have a short field to work with on their third possession of the night. So 2:27 left to go first quarter. Robinson with a chance to increase their lead up 8-0 as they take over at their own at the University 26-yard line. Robinson needs one more player, adds in a tight end. Send a man in motion, and we got flags thrown before the play ever got going. Got to have a false start against Robinson. Didn't know it was flag day, Hal.
Right, exactly. They looked a little out of sorts there on that play, rushing in their one guy right at the end there. I'm not sure they were on the same page there.
So he backs it up to the 31-yard line where it's 1st and 15. They still don't know how to line up. 3 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Martin by himself in the backfield. Looks left, throws left. Good job of staying on his feet. The University comes up with the football.
Looked like it was E.J. Eccles who recovered that, number 26. The University dodges a bullet there. Getting the fumble recovery. Getting the ball back with 2:18 left to go first quarter. Trailing 8-0. Starting this possession at their own 23-yard line. An empty backfield as they send Sandoff to the right. Now he comes back to the left. Now he pitches it to Sandoff. Sandoff trying to get around the corner, not going to be able to do. I tell you what, Drakes was on him in a hurry. Yeah, he is a quick defensive lineman, and you can see why he got a Division I offer. 275 pounds, 6'3".
Loss of 3 back to the 20. 2nd and 13. On the rollout, pump fake, fires for Drakes, knocked away at the last second.
Blaine Lathern knocking that ball down with a good defensive play, number 11.
Third and 13 from the 20. Agony fakes the handoff to Sandoff, goes downfield for Drakes and overthrows everybody. A little too much mustard on that one.
There was. Miles 15 was coming down the left side, and then he broke off on his pattern, and Drakes was just going straight down the seam, but he just got overthrown. They do have the speed to get past this defense of Robinson.
Yeah, that's the one thing they're going to have to use if they're going to get in the lead here, is use that team speed that they have. 4th and 13 from the 20. Able to handle the high snap this time, but gets off a straight up and down kick that'll take a Robinson roll and be stopped at the 34-yard line in University's end of the field. So once again, the Rockets set up offensively in enemy territory.
As a 14-yard punt there. Yeah, Robinson has started so far in this game at the University 31, 25, 26, and 34-yard line. And University so far has only allowed one score, so the defense is playing their hearts out.
Only had one touchdown to show for it so far. Empty backfield. Martin has 3 receivers to his right. Backs up for a screen pass. Not much there. Matter of fact, no yards gained and a flag coming in at the end of the play.
Yeah, it looked like it might be a face mask. Looked like someone grabbed in there.
Tristan Blackburn who caught the pass.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 24 of the defense. 15-yard penalty.
Matthew Marquez, number 24, guilty of grabbing the face mask after they absolutely had that play under control.
So the mark-off will take it inside the red zone to the 20-yard line, or inside the 20 to the 19. Send a man in motion. Martin looking to his left, going to the corner of the end zone, has a man, and it's in and out of his hands. A little too much air under that one, maybe.
All right, E.J. Eccles back there, number 26 in defense.
You see on the replay, Eccles making a good job of closing down on that one and keeping the completion from happening. Blackburn in the backfield with Martin. Sends Blackburn in motion. Another slip screen on the far side. Only gets about a 3, maybe 4-yard gain on the play. Well, he's still driving. Tell you what, it was a tough man to bring down.
Number 2, Martin on the reception.
That's Grayson Martin.
Number 18 for University, DeMarcus Rutledge in on the tackle there.
Gain of 6 on the play. Third and 4 from the 13. Blackburn has some running room to the 10. That's where he stood up and brought down right there at the 10-yard line. He's going to be a yard shy of the first.
They got him.
Once again, the University defense comes through on 3rd down.
Joseph Caballero, 16, blew that play up. Outstanding effort by this University defense.
So the Trojans will take over on downs with 1 second left on the clock in the first quarter. They trail 8-0.
Yeah, the defense for sure needs this offense to sustain a long drive right now. They've got some hands on their hips there late in that first quarter. They've had a lot of pressure put on them early on. This offense needs to generate a nice drive for them.
University gets the ball at their own 19-yard line. Down 8-0. Mangani and Sandoff in the backfield. Mangani following the block of Sandoff around the right side and has the first down and more as he's knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line to pick a 15 on the play.
If Drew Oliveris doesn't hold on to that jersey, that's a touchdown right there because he was the last guy over there. Very nice run.
First down of the night for the Trojans on the final play of the first quarter. So we'll head to the other end of the field with the Trojans trailing the Robinson Rockets by a score of 8-0.
Well, there was a ton of action in that first quarter by both teams. Way too many penalties but that's possibly to be expected in the first game until you get some of the jitters out.
Yeah, Trojan offense only ran 12 plays in the first quarter for a grand total of 27 yards. 2 yards a pop ain't going to cut it.
No, sir, you got to get more than that.
And 63 yards in penalty. They've been penalized more yards than they've gained. That's got to improve.
It's hard to score when you're doing that.
All right, here's the first play of the second quarter. High in the backfield, handoff to, is that Sandoff or Drake's? Drake's was no, it was Sandoff, excuse me. Hard to tell 0 and 3.
Number 8, Ethan Partita, in on the tackle there.
Sandoff gets it out to the 37-yard line. Once again, Sandoff with the carry up the middle, and he's brought down after he gets out to the 37 for no gain.
Number 12, Travis Lathern, in on the tackle. I mean, Robinson's putting everybody within 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. They are really bunched in there tight.
Well, they need to give the quarterback time to throw the football, but I'm not sure you can keep Drakes out of the backfield long enough for him to get rid of it. 3rd and 7. Fake the handoff from the blind side. There goes the football. It goes out of bounds. I don't know if that's considered a forward pass and incomplete. Somehow he managed to get loose to it, but he got blindsided horribly.
Yeah, Drew Oliveras with a vicious tackle there. University's going to have to punt the ball.
That was one of those lookout blocks. Look out, he's coming. So once again, it's a punting situation for the Trojans. Matthew Marquez gets it away. Good spiraling kick. That's a fair catch call for. Fumbled and fell on two. All right, Grayson Martin. They're going to mark it at the 33-yard line. He called for the fair catch at the 31, fumbled it forward to the 33. Shouldn't the ball be at the 31 instead of the 33, since that's where he called for the fair catch? But he got 2 yards out of the play.
That was a 30-yard net punt there.
30 yards on the punt.
First time Robinson's opened up in their own side of the field so far.
Empty backfield going to the passing game. Throws in the right flat. Completed about the... Well, apparently it's incomplete. Maybe he grabbed that, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, it hit the turf. Micah Henderson in on the defense there.
Apparently staying with the passing game here with the empty backfield. Goes across the middle. Anthony Coleman with the catch.
Ben trailed to great with the wrap up there.
Got 9 on the play. 3rd and 1 at the Robinson 42. Martin going to change the play a bit here. Pass in the flat quickly once again. Complete to Coleman. Or excuse me, that's number 5. Guerrero with the catch.
Joseph Caballero stood him up.
He does pick up the first down. Ball still in Robinson territory at the 48 after the pickup of 6. Sacked. Outstanding job of getting into the backfield by Jamarcus Rutledge.
Yeah, he just came into the game on that last play.
Back to the 43-yard line, a loss of 5.
Starting defensive line is still in on the game.
2nd and 15. Martin looks to his right, throws, it's complete. Clark getting away from would-be tacklers will take it across midfield into Trojan territory to the 48.
Micah Henderson wrapping him up and bringing him down, number 4.
Still going to be 3rd down, though.
Looks like we might have a cramp there. Juwan Harris, number 2, one of the safeties.
It's always one of the bugaboos of the early season games. Not necessarily used to playing in the heat. And Charlie Horses will take you out for a play or two.
And it's an incredibly fast pace that Robinson's operating in. It's hard to duplicate that in practice.
Certainly is.
University's only subbed 1 or 2 people on that defense so far. Yeah, that's just a cramp there. He's coming off the field.
University training staff Jerry Williams and Chelsea Hooten keeping the Trojans healthy. 3rd down, about 6 to go. Still with an empty backfield. Martin flushed from the pocket. He'll go down. Now we have a flag thrown deep from the secondary. That might be a defensive holding.
Ty Wagner, 11, and Sebastian Cervantes absolutely putting the heat on the quarterback there.
Rodney Sims will tell us what the call is. Holding against University. That'll give Robinson a new set of downs. Inside Trojan territory down to the 39.
That was a big penalty because they had him pinned way back.
Yeah, about to get him off the field.
Right.
And off to the running back in the backfield this time. Lujan bounces his way around the right side down to the 31-yard line.
E.J. Eccles bringing him down, number 26.
Pick up a 7 on the play for Lujan. 2nd and 3.
Flags everywhere. We may have had too many people on the University side.
One thing Kent Laster told us to look out for is how Robinson will kind of roll into the play. Offensive lineman already maybe moving forward a little bit before the snap, but haven't seen many procedure calls against Robinson in this one so far. Step off the penalty yardage. First and 10 at the 26. Back to pass. Martin going for the end zone. Complete to Grayson Martin. And Martin will be down at the 4-yard line.
Trevion DeGrade in on the defense there for University, but that was a really nice pass there.
22 yards on the pickup. And now we have a late flag. A procedure call against Robinson. That'll back it up to the 9.
Juwan Harris coming back in as a safety position for University, number 2.
It just gives them a little bit more room to operate. Once again, we have a flag thrown. Got a sideline warning against University. Didn't see where anybody got in the referee's way. Usually you don't call that, but at least give them the warning so they'll be out of the way should they need to be out of the way. Martin once again going to Martin in the corner of the end zone, and it's in and out of his hands. He's double teamed, but the throw is right there on the money, Hal. And another flag. So we're going to be marked off against the Trojans down to the 4. First and goal from the 4. Fumbled in the backfield. Martin tried to get back on top of it, but the University Trojans have the football. And Joseph Caballero, the Trojan on the spot there to come up with the football. 7:22 to go in our first half. Robinson has an 8-0 lead as University takes over inside their own 10-yard line.
Okay, this is where we need to see if University can put a long, sustained drive here to give their defense a breather.
Got 2 men in motion. Somebody's going to have to stop.
Timeout.
And now a timeout called by University. I think the Trojan coaching staff saw the situation and decided to call the timeout before they got another penalty. Trojans already been penalized 9 times for 78 yards here in this first half. That's something that's got to be cleaned up before next week. Got to be cleaned up at halftime.
It needs to be cleaned up at halftime is exactly correct. That is hard to overcome, 80 yards. They've got the ability. They've got the offensive team that can move the ball down the field. Just got to stay clean.
Agony, the quarterback, in the backfield with Sandoff. Send a man in motion coming to the near side. Pitch it to that motion man. That's Drakes. Drakes gets around the corner and then bumped out of bounds when he gets to the 19-yard line.
Travis Laner, the deep safety on the tackle there.
11-yard pickup for Najee.
There goes a Robinson player off with a little cramp. Still pretty humid tonight, but the temperature should be in the upper 80s right now.
Fake the handoff, going deep and overthrown.
There's a flag.
Trying to get that one out to London Smith.
Flag. It's going to be against 18 right there.
Well, you'd rather give up 15 than 45.
Correct. He was holding a little bit on the jersey. Tyler Gray with the penalty for Robinson, number 18, the defensive cornerback.
Should move the ball out to the 34-yard line. Well, the Trojans have a first down thanks to the penalty. Keep your eye on the slot man to the left side. That's Najee Drakes. He is the go-to guy in this offense. Of course, Sandoff has lots of speed in that backfield. They give the ball to Sandoff, wiggles his way through the offensive line, gets into the linebacker core, and takes it up to the 38.
Brought down by number 11, Blaine Latham. The Latham brothers, they have made a lot of tackles tonight. Number 11 and 12 are the two safeties for Robinson.
Brings up a 2nd down and 6 after that 4-yard gain by Sandoff. Sandoff now in an I formation behind the quarterback. They give him the football over the left side. Stays on his feet and gets close to the 40-yard line before a mass of white covers him up.
Number 50, DeMarcus Everett, leading the corralling of Sandoff there.
3rd and 4 from the 40. Clock rolling with 6:10 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Robinson on top 8-0. Trojans trying to put together their first sustained drive of the half. 2 men in motion at the same time. That's going to go against University. Moves it back to the 35, where it's now 3rd down and 9. Drake's in the slot to the near side. Goes in motion. They'll hand it off to Sandoff, though, and he won't be able to get away. Well, he is able to get away from the first man there. Great job of sliding off tackles, but ends up getting very little yardage.
14
play.
14, Braden Gant just shot the gap there, and while he didn't make the tackle, he did slow the play up tremendously.
1 yard loss on the play brings up 4th down and 10. Another punting situation for Marquez. Grayson Martin waits at his 35-yard line. Bit of a high snap, but he brings it down. A flag thrown. Marquez punts it toward the near sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Well, let's see the meaning of the flag. Now a second flag thrown, and that's on the University bench. So after the first flag, we'll find out. They'll mark off another 15 yards for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Legal formation on the punt team. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against the University assistant coach. Unsportsmanlike conduct will be acknowledged and accepted. The legal formation will be declared.
Can't you take both? Well, it moves it back to the 29-yard line. And Coach Ledlow wants to know why he doesn't have the ball. The ball was kicked and kicked out of bounds. Did anybody ever mark the out of bounds spot? I believe Robinson's going to be on offense at the 29-yard line. I had a little confusion there, because University's trying to get its defense on the field as Robinson gets a big boost out of this as they take over the 29 with 5:35 to go. They try a jet sweep, little razzle-dazzle, a throw down to the 4-yard line where it's received by Austin Marshall.
Well executed play there by Robinson, but there's a flag on the play. They had a different quarterback in there.
That was Jackson Ludlow who threw the pass. He's the backup quarterback, but he's lined up at a wide receiver spot.
Right.
5-yard penalty on the previous spot.
So going to erase that play, and that's on film for naught.
Well, that's a huge break for University because that's a change of 34 yards in field position right there.
Certainly does. Takes them back to the 34. 1st and 15. Off to Blackburn, and he is smothered immediately. He couldn't take but a half a step before the Trojan was in his grill.
Joseph Caballero. Remember last year he played about 3 games. He started his last 3 games as a true freshman, and he was really good last year. And he has come on strong so far in this first game.
Also won back to the 37. Second and 16. It's Ludlow that's in at quarterback. And once again, he hands off to Blackwell, but he gets nowhere. Or Blackburn.
E.J. Eccles and Matthew Marquez in on the tackle. They totally blew that play up immediately.
Moves it 2 yards back to the 39. Ludlow throws across the middle, and a flag thrown. That's going to be interference against the Trojans.
Well, we may have holding right here in the offensive line. There's another flag on the 45-yard line.
We'll get them to offset then. Well, right now, both coaching staffs trying to get their players to play within the rules of the game.
University is starting to have to substitute a little bit now. London Smith is coming in at the left corner position, number 14. Juwan Harris is coming out. He had a little cramp again.
Once again, it's the coach's son, Jackson Ludlow, in at quarterback. He's a freshman. He's a 9th grader out there playing with the big boys for the Robinson Rockets. Now another flag thrown.
Now right there, 13, he was starting to lean forward right there, Lark.
Yeah, that's what Kent Laster told us to look for.
Running back, and he's coming right out of the game.
Now they're back to the 44. Third and Elmont. Ludlow going to the near sideline. Overthrows his target. Good defense there by the Trojans.
Number 27, Drew Bearfield on the defense there. Nice coverage.
So on 4th and forever, University has finally forced Robinson to punt. Aiden Stanford's punt away. Going to go inside the 10-yard line.
Mm-hmm. 39-yard punt there. Pinning University right down on the 5-yard line.
So with 4:10 left, Robinson still on top by a score of 8-0. And University 95 yards away from getting a chance to tie this one up. Jay-Sean Mangani, the quarterback, with Makai Sandoff right behind him. A fumble on the play, but I think Mangani was able to get back on top of it. Loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 11. A little bit underthrown. Trying to get that one out to London Smith.
Tyler Gray over there defending that pass.
Stops the clock with 3:35 left in the second quarter. Take the handoff. Mangani keeps a hold of it, gets it out to about the 8 before he's finally gang tackled.
Travis Lathan, number 12, was one of the tacklers.
Just to pick up a 4, brings up 4th down and 7. Once again, they're going to have to call on their punter, Matthew Marcus, to give the defense some room to operate.
Grayson Martin for Robinson back at the 40-yard line to receive this punt.
High snap, gets away from him out of the end zone. He'll kick it out of the end zone for a safety.
That is considered a safety. Robinson will pick up 2 points on that play.
Well, that's a couple different snaps so far on the punts that have been mishandled.
So that makes the score 10-0 in favor of the Robinson Rockets with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to go in our first half of play. Lots of discussion and adjustments to be made at halftime, Hal.
Absolutely.
On both sides. First off, they need to figure out how to stop the penalties. University's been penalized at least 10 times, if not more. 10 times for 83 yards. Robinson 5 times for 35.
Back deep to receive this kickoff will be number 3, Aiden Stanford on the near side, and number 2, Grayson Martin on the far side. They're both at the 40-yard line.
Good line shot, takes him all the way back to the 30. Goes straight up the middle of the field, and then he runs into a wall just before he gets to the 50.
Ty Wagner, number 11, bringing him down.
Aiden Stanford found out what it's like to run into a brick wall. Robinson just 53 yards away from another score before halftime. They got 2:36 to try to get it on the board. Martin comes back in at quarterback. Jace Martin, the senior, number 15. Going to the far sideline and underthrows his target.
Micah Henderson in on the defense for University, number 4.
About the 13th pass attempt by Robinson in this game so far. We got a walk-off before the next play. First and 15 at the Robinson 42. Going for across the middle, and it's complete to Clark.
Perfect pass there. Travion DeGreat was right there, but the pass was right where he could not knock it away. Jawan Harris coming back in at safety position number 2 for University.
Down to the 37-yard line. Loads up, throws in the flat, and able to make the catch at the 29. It's a pretty catch there by Jalen Guerrero.
Micah Henderson defending on the play.
Down to the 29. Across the middle, incomplete. That one intended for Clark, bounced in.
Number 27, Drew Bearfield, defending on the play.
And off to Lujan in the backfield. He's going to pick up the first down up to the 24-yard line.
Joseph Caballero in on the tackle there.
5-yard pickup for Lujan. And now University has a player down.
Looks like it's E.J. Eccles, number 26.
Again, Chelsea Hooten and Jerry Williams going to go out and check on the University player with 1:42 left to go in our first half of play. Robinson doesn't give you a whole lot of time to look down and write down anything, do they?
They sure do not. They're a very fast-paced team.
Yeah, we mentioned at the start of the game, you can't take your eyes off the TV screen for very long because there's going to be another play coming pretty quick. Eccles gets up and comes to the sideline on his own power.
Well, it's always good to see the young man be able to walk off, get over to the sideline. I'm sure he'll be right back in shortly.
Robinson does have 2 timeouts left. Martin with the pump fake, going for the far corner. Hits his man, and it's a touchdown. Grayson Martin with the touchdown catch at 24 yards.
Well-devised play. They had plenty of time to execute it as quarterback had plenty of time. Micah Henderson was in on the defense.
Once again, they're going to go for 2. Oh, they're going to actually kick it. And the kick is good. Minute 34 left to go in our first half. Robinson has increased their lead to 17-0, going 53 yards in 6 plays. Took a minute and 10 seconds. Of course, the big play is a 24-yard touchdown pass from Jace Martin to Grayson Martin.
No matter what, in the last minute and 34 seconds, the University for sure has to run the clock out here, not give the ball back to Robinson.
So the Martin boys hook up for their second touchdown pass of the night for the Robinson Rockets.
Makai Sandoff, number 0, will be going back deep for University to receive this kick.
The Rockets didn't kick off very deep their last time. A lot of the good hands people out there for University on the kickoff team. Do a little cross fade there.
Picked up by Tony Miles, 15.
Yep, Miles gets it across the 35 to the 37. Let's see what the Trojans try to work on here as you see them do their little hully-gully on the kickoff there.
First down for Trojans. Ball spotted at their own 37-yard line.
Sean Mangani hands it off to Makai Sandoff. Sandoff trying to reverse field, uses his moves to avoid would-be tacklers, but going to lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Number 19, Reggie Deneta in on the tackle. Robinson's got a few of their second teamers in on this defensive line right now. Dante Drake's not in.
Timeout called. I believe it was called by Robinson. They've got one left, so do the Trojans. Half started with University stopping Robinson inside their own 10-yard, the University 10-yard line, but University wound up giving the ball to Robinson at close range, going on 4th down. Inside Robinson territory, gave the ball to the Rockets at the University 24, and 5 plays later, Robinson got on the into the end zone on a 9-yard pass from Jace Martin to Grayson Martin. That's where the scoring stopped for a while until University had a bad punt snap that ended up being knocked out of the end zone for a safety. And then just moments ago, the two Martin boys connected on a 24-yard pass for the second touchdown of the night for Robinson. That's where we stand at 17-0. Sandoff trying to get around the corner, unable to do so. Nice job by Robinson's Cody Martinez to contain there.
They moved Dante Drake out to left defensive end from nose guard position.
3rd and 16 after that 3-yard loss. Quick screen out to the left side, picking up blockers. Doing a nice job is Najee Drakes, gets it across midfield down to the Robinson 47-yard line.
Number 30, Drew Oliveras, in on the tackle, and he is down on the sideline.
There you see on the replay how Drakes uses the blocks very well.
Had a nice little picket fence going on there.
Certainly did.
Walled off very nicely. It gives them a first down, and they can call just about any play they want now that to pass the midfield strike.
Both training staffs giving a look to Oliveras. A little help from trainer and the coach, but walking on his own power pretty much to the opposite side.
Yeah,
46 seconds left.
Yeah, Robinson is put back their starting defensive line now. Some of the subs have been taken out.
3 wide receivers to the far side. It is a tight end to the near side for University. He sneaks out in the pattern. Throw down deep in the middle of the field. Nobody there. Just a little bit too far. Caden Grandy, the closest Robinson Rocket to it.
Yeah, they had that one well covered.
Drake's in the slot to the left side. Standoff hands it off to Drake's on the reverse. And Najee gets it inside the 45 down to the 43 for a 4-yard pickup.
18 Tyler Gray in on the tackle.
The 3rd and 7, University calls their final timeout with 31 seconds left. Trying to see if they can put together a scoring play here within the next 31 seconds to at least get on the board in this first half. Invite you to stick around at halftime with the Hall of Fame presentation for the Waco ISD Hall of Fame. That's coming up at the half. Sandoff behind Mangani, the quarterback. Send the man in motion. Avoid the rush. The pass is a little underthrown. Nice job by DQ Irvin to try to come up with that one.
Number 8, Eaton Pordetta in on the defense.
And we have another flag on the play. Got to take the Trojans back to the 48.
Legal motion. Okay. That penalty will be declined. Brings up 4th down.
Well, they marked it off like they had accepted the penalty, but now they declined the penalty because it brings up 4th down and 7 at the 43. Time to throw. Going downfield and overthrows. Once again, trying to get that one to Sandoff. Sandoff had his man beat, but Mangani just overthrew him. So the ball goes over on downs with 21 seconds left to Robinson.
There was some nice offensive blocking there, though. They were picking off each defender coming in, and he did have plenty of time. He just barely overshot him there.
At the Robinson 43-yard line. See if the Rockets decide to just take a knee and go to the house, or if they're going to try to put in more points on the board. Lujan in the backfield with Martin. And they have a little trouble with the handoff, but Martin's able to get back on it. At the 40.
Number 12, Sebastian Cervantes nearly came up with that fumble.
Clock continues to roll. That may be the last play of our first half. I believe Robinson's going to be content to just let the clock roll. That will do it for our first half of play. The Rockets get 2 touchdown passes from Jace Martin to Grayson Martin, plus a safety and a field goal, or plus a safety, to take a 17-0 lead over the University at halftime. Stay where you are. When we come back, we'll have the Hall of Fame presentation and the bands right here on Waco ISD TV.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll turn your attention to midfield, we have the introduction of Waco ISD Hall of Fame inductees tonight. First of all, we have Kenrick Williams, is a native Wacoan who attended University High School, New Mexico Junior College, TCU, and entered the NBA to play for the New Orleans Pelicans, and is currently playing for the Oklahoma City Thunder. At UHS, Kenrick began to make his mark in the basketball world. He received the honor of All-District Defensive Player of the Year. He practiced long hours after regular team practice to improve his individual skills. Coming out of high school, Kenrick was unrecruited. At that point, Kenrick made the decision to sign with the New Mexico Junior College. While attending junior college, one of his coaches stated that he would hear someone in the gym when everyone else was gone, and he said it was always Kenrick working on his individual skills. He was recruited and signed to attend TCU after playing for New Mexico Junior College for 1 year. While at TCU, he had averaged a double-double in almost every game, and he was the first TCU player in history to get a triple-double. At that point, he was given the nickname of Kenny Hustle. In 2017, TCU won the NIT National Invitational Tournament Championship, and Kenrick won the MVP award. He led the team to the NCAA tournament after 20 years of TCU not making it. At that time, he received the Big 12 All-Conference Award. After Kenrick's college career, he was an undrafted player for the NBA. His agent connected him with the Denver Nuggets Summer League, which led him to signing a contract with the New Orleans Pelicans. He played for the Pelicans for 2 years and started almost half of the games. Going into Kenrick's third year, he was traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder. He plays at least 30 minutes out of the 48 minutes that make up an NBA game. Not only has his shooting percentage increased, but his defensive play has improved as well. Due to his hard work and contribution to the team and organization, Kenrick has signed a 4-year contract with the OKC. His journey to the NBA was not an easy one, but he persevered and hopes to inspire other kids in the community to always reach for the moon and know that the worst they can do is fall among the stars. Congratulations to Kenrick Williams, former UHS player. And now, the next inductee, Rodney Smith, a 1994 graduate of University High School, played football, basketball, and ran track for the Trojans. Smith had multiple offers both in basketball and football, which made him a hot topic around Central Texas. Coach Smith played for all 4 years on varsity in football and basketball, which made him grow up very fast. While at University High School, Coach Smith was named to the All-State football team in 1994. His individual honors included being named the most valuable football player of District 4A in 1993 and 1994, and second-team All-American in 1994. His most notable honor included being named the Super Syntex Most Valuable Player in Central Texas in 1994. Smith's fondest memory in football was when he led the Trojans past the Midway Panthers for 228 yards rushing and passing for 289 yards and a pick on defense as the Trojans thumped the Panthers 47-6 and on to a 9-0 season where they lost the district championship to the Belton Tigers that next week. Smith's fondest memory in basketball was playing in the state semifinals where he hit a 60-footer to put the game in overtime down in Austin, Texas. The Trojans eventually lost to the state champion Lincoln Tigers. Smith chose Baylor not only because it was close to home where he had 7 brothers and 1 sister, but they were the first offer that he received his sophomore year. He had offers from schools all over the country, but chose to stay at home to help his mom in time of need. After graduating high school, the most exciting time for him was to be able to get a scholarship to play football and basketball in his hometown. Smith started as a point guard for the Baylor Bears for 2 years, averaging 10 points a game before giving up the round ball and concentrating on football. After redshirting his freshman year, his first official year, he led the team in tackles and for the next 3 seasons became one of the top 4 safeties in the Big 12 his senior year. While at Baylor University, Smith was named the most valuable football player of Baylor football. Other individual honors include defensive leader for 2 years, the Big 12 All-Conference safety in 1999. The numerous Players of the Week honors. Coach Smith went on to try out for the Indianapolis Colts after Baylor did not join the team. Coach Smith decided to come back to Waco to teach and coach and gave up the game that he loved so much. Immediately, Coach Smith was moved to the varsity secondary, where he coached 4 of his brothers, including pro football players Parrish Cox and Jarrell Freeman. 10 years into his coaching career, Smith became the head basketball coach at UHS, where he became the winningest coach in basketball history with 5 district championships in 6 years and a 92% winning rate in the district. He was blessed with the coaching players like NBA star Kenrick Williams and DePaul University basketball star Umoja Gibson, and so many more talented kids. During Smith's last year coaching basketball, after being #1 in the state and not winning it all, he decided to give a struggling UHS football program a try. After 2 seasons, Coach Smith and the Trojans were 1 game from making the playoffs with a 4-6 record. Coach Smith earned a Bachelor of Science degree from Baylor University in 2000. He married Stacy Smith, Associate Head Coach of Baylor Track and Field, and they have 2 lovely kids, Sydney, who is a senior at Midway High School, and London, who is a freshman receiver at University High School in the varsity. Coach Smith is now the Assistant Athletic at Waco ISD, and he would like to thank all the parents and former players for trusting the process. Congratulations to Coach Rodney Smith, another UHS graduate.
Hey, congratulations, man, to Kenrick and Smitty going into the Hall of Fame. Well deserved, guys. Proud that you guys are representing Waco University High School as well as the south side of Waco. Congratulations again.
Yeah, we want to send our congratulations out to Rodney Smith as well for being elected to the Waco ISD Sports Hall of Fame. Get a chance to talk to Rodney a little bit later on between the 3rd and 4th quarters. We're getting ready for second half of action. Robinson kicking off to the University Trojans. Robinson with a 17-0 lead after our first 24 minutes of play.
Makai Sandoff is deep for University at the 18-yard line.
Once again, they do the little dipsy-do on the kickoff. It's going to be picked up by one of the up men at the 35-yard line, returned straight up the field, up to the 41. That's the best way to get yardage, is go straight up the field.
24 Christian Lujan for Robinson in on that tackle.
It was Edgar Martez who was able to return the ball.
This will be the best field position.
Starting at their own 41 and a half maybe. Quarterback Jay Hand. Take that back. Handoff goes to Najee Drakes. Drakes gets it up to about the 40-something yard line. And guess what? We've already got our first penalty of the second half.
Penalty off. 10-yard penalty. Replay the down.
So the 10-yard walk-off makes it 1st and 20. And once again, University offense behind the chains. Hard to get anything going when you're behind the chains. Mangani has trouble with the snap. Ends up having to fall on it. He and Jaywan Harris trying to corral it. Takes it back to the 26-yard line. Take the handoff to Drakes. Pass in the flat. It is complete to London Smith, who goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
10, September number 18, Gray, brings up a 3rd down and 11.
Third down, about 11 to go. Pass in the far flat. And this one's smelled out pretty quickly.
About 4 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down. Number 13, Marshall on the catch there. Number 22, Grady on the
That was Marshall on the reception. Pick up a 4 on the play, but it's 4th down and about 7. And once again, Kent Laster showing he's a riverboat gambler. Going to go for it, his own territory. On the roll. Mangani throws, and it's incomplete. Trying to leap up and come down with it. It's Tony Miles. See if this is going to go. Well, we got 2 flags on the play, one at the 49 in University's end of the field and one at the 38 in Robinson's end of the field. So most likely we're going to have offsetting penalties. We're going to try again.
Fouls on the play. Action fair. Number 18 of the defense. Field. Number 54 of the offense. Set. Replay 4th down.
So we'll replay 4th down. Kent Laster still going to go with going for the 1st down here. As DQ Irvin checks in as a slot back on the right of the formation. .15 left on the play clock. Almost looks like the same play. Going deep to London Smith. And Smith makes a catch at the 20, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown.
That was a shot in the arm that they needed right there, Lark. Great pass. Great protection, too. I was watching the line. They were peeling off every single defensive lineman, kept them in their tracks, and a well-executed pass there.
And the best news, there's no flags on the play. Goes 55 yards for the touchdown. From Jayshon Mangani to London Smith. So the gamble pays off for Kent Laster. And now timeout call as they can't make up their mind whether or not they go for 2 or kick the extra point.
Well-executed play there.
Absolutely. And very nice toss by Mangani to drop it right into the slot so that London Smith could catch it on the run. That's good news. That's good news. The University is going to go for 2 here. Mangani and Drake's in the backfield. So a reverse. Trying to get around the corner and into the end zone with the dive. Our official goes down in the corner. That's not good. We're going to have some trainers come and look at our official. And I believe the Trojans were able to dive it into the end zone for the 2 points, and sure enough, it's good. Being checked out by Chelsea Hooten and the training staff.
Next point is 2 points good, 4 down lead.
That closes the gap to 17-8. As the Trojans are able to score on their first possession, going for it on 4th and 7 at their own 45-yard line. Get the 55-yard pass from Mangani to Smith. Drive goes 69 yards in 4 plays. Took 2 minutes and 12 seconds. It's going to come to Martin at the 23. Tries to pick up the wedge up the middle. Finds some room and then drives the pile forward up to the 45-yard line. Nice determined run there by Grayson Martin.
Number 2, Martin on that return. And on the defense leading the way with number 11, Wagner. Get 3 timeout on the field. Ball's going to be spotted at the 46-yard line of the Rocket.
See part of the crowd on hand here at Waco ISD Stadium tonight for this season opener, featuring the University Trojans and the Robinson Rockets. Two schools that share a common attendance boundary. Robinson comes out with Blackburn as the running back in the formation. Throw, though, in the flat. Only a couple of yards.
Number 5 on reception, Guerrero.
Guerrero maybe with the 2-yard gain on the, well, let's give him 1 yard to the 40. 45, excuse me. Handoff goes to Blackburn this time. He'll get it near midfield.
Number 13, that's Blackburn.
Before he's brought down by the Trojans, Edgar Marquez.
Number 16, Caballero, brings up 3rd down, 4.
From midfield. Martin going to change the play. Still plenty of time left on the play clock. Hands it off to Blackburn again, and straight up the middle, he'll have the first down into University territory down to the 44.
Number 13, Blackburn on the carry. On the fence, number 8, that's Whitaker. It's a first down for the Rockets.
Trying to find an open man, goes down the far side, and it's knocked away. Trying to get it to Grayson Martin.
Number 2, Martin.
Great defense there by number 14, London Smith. He's doing some dual work here tonight in the second half, playing wide receiver and defensive back.
Pass incomplete, brings up second down.
Well, Blackburn just gets mauled on that one. Great job on the defense.
Yeah, DeMarcus Rutledge there. He barely even got started, and he was knocked down to the ground immediately.
Also one on the play to the 45. Martin looking to the right. And it is complete. A nice catch over there by Grayson Martin, who's had a great night tonight.
He's going to bring up a 4th down and 1.
Depending on the play, London Smith, number 14 for University.
Down to the 35. 4th and 1, handed off to Blackburn, and he'll have the first down and gets to the 30.
Number 13, Blackburn on the carry for a first
Ty Wagner, number 11, in on the tackle.
11, Wagner.
John Drake's coming in at the free safety now, position number 3, as we're having to do a lot of substitution.
Well, Robinson not giving you much time to do that. Blackburn is dropped in the backfield.
Ty Wagner again with a really great tackle there for a loss.
Yep, back to the 34-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play. Clock rolling, 7:05 left to go, third quarter. Martin looking left. Ball is going to be incomplete. Looked like it was in the hands of the intended receiver. But he lost it as he came to the ground. That was Camden Grady.
Double coverage there. Drew Bearfield, number 27, along with number 3, Najee Drakes, in on the defense.
And Drakes came in with nice closing speed there. Brings up a 3rd down and 13.
Picked off
with the interception. Najee Drakes, outstanding job, just back playing center field. Comes up with the turnover.
That's a shot, another shot in the arm for the defense. They've really they've played their hearts out tonight. It's up to the offense to get another long drive going here.
So University will take over at their own 11-yard line with 6 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the third quarter, trailing by a score of 17-8. It was all Robinson in the first half. So far, it's all University here in the second half. And Gotti takes the snap, hands it off to Sandoff, who ends up tumbling over his own feet and does not get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard.
Carry, lost about a yard. Brings up 2nd down and 11.
Cameron Marshall coming in for wide receiver number 13.
Drake's the running back in the backfield. Throw it quickly out in the flat, but stopped immediately. Tristan Blackburn, excuse me. That was Cameron Mitchell.
Number 8, Ethan Pardetta, in on the tackle.
Looked like we had a flag on the play. I believe it's going to be offside against Robinson. That'll bring about a 2nd down and 6 at the 14. He rolls, throws, and complete inside the 20. Nice diving catch there by DQ Irvin. Picks up the first down.
Nice play there. Ethan Partetta, number 8, in on the tackle for Robinson.
Out to the 22 for an 8-yard pickup. Trojan offense starting to click now. They end up changing the play as Najee Drakes is in at the running back spot. They hand the ball to Drakes. He slides at least 2 tackles, but then the pursuit catches him and drops him at the 20. 2-yard loss.
A lot of penetration there by that defensive line from Robinson on that play.
And you see the replay with Drakes almost getting loose, but white-clad Rockets show up pretty quick. Drake's still in at the running back position. They go to a 2 tight end formation. Drake's dodges a couple of bullets and then gets across the 20 up to about the 23. Comes up a 3rd down and 9 from the 23. Trojans offensive brain trust signaling in the play. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Going to roll left, going downfield.
Flags on play.
Another flag back at the 20.
Tony Mills trying to come up with that and comes up a little gimpy after the play. Chelsea Hooten out to check on him and help him back to the sideline. Meanwhile, our officials from the Waco chapter discussing things. Robinson head coach Mike Ludlow out there discussing things with them as well. Rodney Sims will explain it to us.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, illegal block on the face. Number X3 on the offense. Defensive holding on the defense. He's offset.
What, about the 4th time we've had offsetting penalties on the play?
Yes.
And starting to look like the UN with all these flags. And once again, we'll try 3rd down and 9 from the 23. Handoff goes to Sandoff. Sandoff with some nifty moves, able to get outside, rolls over one Robinson Rocket and takes it out to the 35 and picks up the 1st down.
Some really good running there. Sandoff.
Picked up 13 on the play.
Tyler Gray was in on the tackle, number 18. And it keeps the drive going, the clock moving.
Not certain, but I think this is the first time the Trojans have put 2 first downs together in one drive.
It is, for sure.
Started back at the 11. And Ghani fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, and just a bit too tall for DQ Irvin.
That had 1st down written all over it. They've been shooting their linebackers this whole 2nd half, and that's been wide open. That was a good attempt there. Hopefully they'll back them off some.
Yeah, nice play call. Clock stopped with 2:49 to go, 3rd quarter. And Ghani with the keeper has room up to the 40 and falls across to the 41 for a 6-yard pickup.
Brought down by number 12, Travis Lathern.
Just the 5th carry for Mangani tonight for 26 yards. Sandoff looking for running room, dodges several Rockets, and then steps out of bounds just as he gets the first down. They're going to mark him at the 46, so he picked up the first.
We're starting to see a few hands on the hips on the Robinson defense right now.
First really sustained drive for the Trojan offense. 3 first downs in the drive. Again, started back at the 11-yard line. They've got it out to their own 46 for the 1st and 10. Low snap. Mangani throws. It's complete out in the flat to London Smith, and Smith is across midfield down to the 39-yard line in Robinson territory. A 15-yard pickup gives them another first down. Robinson figures this one out pretty quick. They go in the backfield to Sandoff. No gain on the play. Mangani rolling right, throwing deep. And a penalty flag thrown. 2 flags thrown. I think everybody in the building saw pass interference there.
Tyler Gray for Robinson probably has a leg cramp right now. Got to keep the drive moving, though.
Should take it down to the 24-yard line. And again, a Robinson player on the sideline, on the near sideline, being attended to by the training staff, so that'll stop play for the moment.
The University's had the ball for 5 minutes and about 30.
Well, they took the opening drive of the second half and went 69 yards in 4 plays to get their first score of the game. The defense comes up with the first turnover of the second half. Najee Drake's intercepting Robinson to give the offense the ball for the second time here in the third quarter. And they started this drive at their own 11-yard line. Now have it down to the 24-yard line for the 1st and 10. Still attending to the injured Robinson player on the near sideline. It'll be a couple of minutes before we get back to play. As number one, they need to get him on his feet and then get him to the other side of the field. Cody Martinez being assisted there. And stay with us in between quarters as we will have a visit with Rodney Smith, the new inductee into the Waco Sports Hall of Fame. Touchdown 2-point conversion gets them within 1. Handoff. Once again, it's Sandoff with a little bit more of a punishing run. This time gets it up to the 20 and a 4-yard gain. It's the 13th play of the drive. And the Trojans now at the 14. They can still get a first down before the touchdown. This is exactly what Kent Laster is wanting to see out of his offense. It's a very good, time-consuming, sustained drive. 5 first downs picked up in the drive. In for the touchdown, Najee Drakes. I'm sorry, it's not Drakes, it's 13. Cameron Marshall. So the Trojans now within 3 with the try for point to come. We have a discussion on the sideline between the okay. Well, they got 9 seconds to get him off the field. Now, too many men on the field, that's going to move them back. Substitution infraction. Be a little bit longer attempt. A 24-yard extra point attempt. Robinson changes. I don't think they got everybody off the field in time. That's good. So that's 5 yards back, so they get another try at it.
Players in the defensive formation. 5-yard penalty. Replay the play.
He sticks that one through the uprights. So with 28 seconds left to go in the third quarter, we have a new score. It is Robinson 17 and University 15. Yes, sir. They took a lot of time off the clock as well. 6 minutes and 35 seconds. That's 6:19 on the time of possession. But exactly what the doctor ordered for the University offense. A long sustained drive to get the Trojans in striking distance. The only difference right now is that safety. And down to the 17-yard line. Finds a little crease up to the 35.
Number 3, out to the 36-yard line will be 1st and 10 for the Rockets. And on the fence that time is number 4, Henderson.
And again, it's Ludlow in at the quarterback spot. And man, I don't know who grabbed that running back, but he threw him back quickly. That was Blackburn with the ball.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter with our score. Robinson 17 and University 15. Let's go down to the sideline as our sideline reporter, Ava Rodriguez, has a special guest.
Hi, I'm Eva Rodriguez from University High School, and I'm here with
Kenrick Williams.
and
Rodney Smith.
and today I'm going to be asking them a few questions. So we're going to start it off with question number 1. How were your years here attending University High School?
My years were great. I got an experience to do 2 years at the old university and 2 years at the new university, so it was great.
Okay, and you?
Well, I kind of been at university all my life. You know, I went to middle school, University Middle School, which we were great. Went to University High School, we were great, and left and went to Baylor, but came back and coached and ended up having, being around some great kids, some great players.
Right. Okay. And the second question, how do you feel accepting this honor? Like, did you ever see yourself accepting something like this?
Well, not really. I really try to push for the kids and just try to get them, whatever they deserve.
Right.
So, when Coach Love, told me that this honor was going to happen, I just asked him, was he serious, But I do appreciate it, I really appreciate it.
And you?
I was extremely grateful, to be able to get in the Hall of Fame with guys like Coach and LT and different guys like that. So I was extremely grateful, and I'm just thankful.
And the last question is, what do you have to say to inspire the university students who have goals like you?
Just keep pushing and believing in yourself. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, look at my story, for example, so anything can happen.
And you?
Well, first of all, you got to believe. You got to believe, and then you got to put in the work, and then you got to listen. You got to be willing to learn. So it's doable, but it takes a lot of things to put off in the sack that you must do to be successful.
Okay. And that'll be it for the questions. Thank you guys so much.
We appreciate you, young lady.
All right, back to 4th quarter action. Robinson facing a 2nd down and 8. On their own 38. Lujan has almost had the ball stripped from him. He's able to get upfield. Excuse me, that's Ludlow, the quarterback. Again, he's just a freshman. He is the coach's son. He's been around football quite a bit. Ludlow, got a false start. Ball's going to go back for Robinson. Now timeout called by University. Apparently they saw something they didn't like much as Robinson grouped up a bunch of receivers on the far side. And University said, we don't like this formation. Let's call timeout. And sometimes they do that just to get the other team to use their timeouts, which is what happened here. University's got one timeout left. And Robinson still has their full complement of 3. Empty backfield. Ludlow to pass. Getting chased and being dropped back at the 31. This is only the second punt of the night for Robinson. Not necessarily believing he's going to punt it very deep. They're going to use one of their timeouts. 10:44 left to go in the game. It's a 2-point contest. Robinson scored all 17 of theirs in the first half. University's 15 have come here in the second half. Rugby style punt. Gets a good roll out of it. Takes it down inside or right to the 25-yard line. I don't know why anybody in purple is anywhere close to that football. The University has 75 yards to go to try to take their first lead in the contest. Last time the Trojan offense had the ball, they started at their own 11-yard line and found the end zone. See if they can do it again from 75-yard out. Kai Sandoff in the backfield with Jayshon Mangani, the quarterback. Sandoff takes the handoff with a nice stutter move, finds some running room, and takes it out to a first down at the 39-yard line.
Ready for the Rockets. First down, first and 10.
I think the Trojans had more first downs on their last drive than they had in the entire first half. Got an injured Trojan down on the field. Yeah. Chelsea Hooten and Jerry Williams getting a lot of TV time today. That's usually what happens in the early part of the season when cramps start to show up. Now the head coach, Kent Laster, going out to check on the status of his ball player as well. Might notice that Coach Laster has his left arm in a sling, trying to recover from a little surgery. He had a weightlifting incident during the off season. Had to repair a biceps tendon. I know of which he speaks. Not because I was weightlifting, though. He was trying to do something constructive. Frakes has only carried the ball 5 times for 24 yards, but has the football in his hand and unable to get away from a blitzing linebacker.
Number 3, the ball carrier, that was great. And on the fence that time was number 30, Oliveris, and number 99, Oliveris.
No gain on the play.
Brings up second down, 10.
Play clock down to 10. Adams going to go for a loss of about 3 yards.
You know, the tackle that time, great standard. Loss of 3 yards on that play.
20 Miles just didn't have anywhere to run. On the 36, it's 3rd and 13. Under pressure, had to get rid of it, trying to get it to Miles, but nothing doing. He was covered as well. Good defensive effort by the Rockets that time. Well, Riverboat Gambler, do you try it again? Marquez gets away, good punt. Taken in at the 35-yard line by Martin. 8:47 left in the game. Robinson with a 2-point lead. It's 17-15. We'll have 3 wideouts to the left of the formation. The Trojans only have 2 people out there to cover them, but they hand off up the middle.
Ball carrier number 24, that's Lujan. You know, the fence number 16, that's Caballero.
Lujan picks up about 4 yards out to the 39. Now they pass out in that flat. They had plenty of coverage this time, and he'll stop this after he gets to the 42-yard line for a gain of 3.
Pass caught by number 6, that's Holden. You know, the fence that time.
3rd down and 3 facing the Rockets. Handoff goes to Lujan, and he finds his way up the middle and into University territory, up to the Trojan 49 with a 9-yard pickup. Quickly they go back to the throwing game, throw it in the left flat. The receiver is just pummeled by Trojans. He tried to get free. That's Guerrero on the catch. Second and 10 at the University 49. Ludlow to pass. Far sideline, overthrown. He's up 3rd and 10 at the University 49. Now we see number 9 checking in. Dante Drates checking in to the offense as an H-back. He's in the block for Lujan and gets him free up the middle and for the first down up to about the 37-yard line. But there is a flag on the play.
After the play, personal foul. Unfortunately, I couldn't have 78 of the offense. 50. First down. First down.
So he picks up the gain for 12 yards. Then the dead ball foul moves it back 15 yards. So it's a net loss of 3. Now, why are they moving the sticks? That was a dead ball foul. The sticks should stay there. It should be first and 25. At least in my way of knowing. But apparently I'm incorrect. Well, they leave it a first down, but it's 1st and 10. It's hard for me to understand that one. A bad snap, but he gets it off to Lujan. He's got plenty of running room. Gets almost 10 yards on the play. Picked up 10 for another first down. I have to ask Larry Weeks about that last play penalty on this one. We'll find out by next week about that situation. Offside against University.
5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
It'll be 1st and 5 at the University 37. 6:40 left to go. Once again, it's Lujan with the carry. It's a yard to the 36. Second and 4. Lujan breaks it off the left side, has some running room. Bounces off of Trojans, has the first down to the 27. Pickup of 9 on the play. And this is what Michael Ludlow's wanting to see, is his offense eat up clock and maintain the lead, if not add to the lead. Lujan stopped in the backfield this time. A loss back to the 28. Excuse me, that was Blackburn, not Lujan. Second and 11. Again, it's Jackson Ludlow, and at the quarterback spot, he is a 9th grader. Go in the flat, and a nice job of recognizing that play by Dantrell DeGreat to stop it for no gain. Certainly is. 4:50 and counting left in the contest. UDog defense needs a stop here. Still have Dante Drakes in at the H-back, blocking for the running backs. Ludlow to pass on the crossing pattern. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
That is Martin. Ball incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Twelfth play of the drive. It started back at the Robinson 35. It's 4th and 11. Again, nobody's there.
Pass ball incomplete, and the Trojans will take over on down. Ball will be spotted at their own.
Well, the coaching staff will look at that tomorrow morning on film and try to correct things for the Rockets. But it's good news for the Trojans. They have 4 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock to try to overcome a 2-point deficit of 17-15 as they take over at their own 28-yard line. "72 yards away from a win." And we have flag thrown before the play gets going. Illegal procedure against the Trojans. Again, behind the chains. Angani with the keeper. Gets it up to the 24 for 1-yard pickup.
That is Mangan on the carry. In on the pitch, number 9, Dante Drake. Going to bring up 2nd down and 14. Fine students, if you need to make sure you call right. Leave your game.
Ajay Drakes is checked in as a slot back on the near side. They've got 3 receivers to the left. On the pass, it is complete to Drakes. And Drake stays on his feet as he gets it out to the 40, I think that the 35-yard line. Picked up 11, brings up 3rd down and 3. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Again, we got procedure against the Trojans. Certainly at this time of the game with 3:39 left to go. Certainly. 3rd and 8. Kind of gets rid of it, and it's picked off. Out by midfield.
Travis Latham on the interception. There's a flag on the play.
Well, let's see the meaning of the flag. Travis Latham picked up the interception. Each team has had an interception in the game. Well, the turnover gives Robinson an opportunity maybe to run out the clock. University just has 1 timeout left on the clock. He threw that one into a crowd, didn't he? Robinson just looking to get a couple of first downs here and cause the Trojans to eat up that last timeout. Lujan takes it up to the 42. Blackburn on that carry as opposed to Lujan. Not quite in the hurry they were earlier, are they? Again, it's Blackburn out to the 39. Pick up a 3 on that one. Clock rolling with 2:14 and counting. Lujan with the handoff. Ludlow with the handoff. Lujan with the carry. Has the first down. University using its last timeout. So one more first down most likely will sew it up for the Robinson Rockets. We've basically seen a game of two different halves. University able to get on the scoreboard in the second half after Robinson took a 17-0 lead at halftime. But both teams have seen things on the field that they'll look at the film tomorrow and try their best to change things out, make things a little better. Now the back judge coming all the way up to make sure nobody snaps the ball while the Zebras are conferring. Now Robinson just looking for maybe one more first down. University defense trying to dig in. And a good job right there of stopping Lujan before he could get going. And it's Jackson Ludlow at the quarterback spot for Robinson. He has shared the spot tonight with senior Jace Martin. We'll get this snapped off with about 1:25 to go. Lujan finds running room down to the 30. Bring up a 3rd down and 3. Only about 40 seconds left on the game clock when Robinson snaps the ball here. And matter of fact, I think they just called a timeout. Somebody called a timeout. The clock stopped.
The defense, 5-yard penalty. Second down. Please put 115 on the game clock. Thank you.
So that was on the last play. There was a offside. So it still keeps it at 2nd down. Got the clock sitting at 1:15. Lujan around the left side has the first down and more, and that'll do it. All Robinson has to do is go into victory formation now and run out the clock on the season opener, and picking up their first win under their new head coach, Michael Ludlow. Doesn't look like they're going to go into victory. They're going to stay with their, well, take that back. Looks like they are going into victory. Get the snap off with a second left, taking a knee. And they're not going to have to run another play, I do believe. I believe that is going to be it for this one. The Robinson Rockets score 17 points in the first half on 2 touchdown passes from Jace Martin to Grayson Martin, and also get a safety on a punt snap that went over the head of the University punter, and that's that safety that's going to be the difference in this game, as the University Trojans came back in the second half and put 2 touchdowns on the board. But the Robinson Rockets come away with the victory tonight by a score of 17-15. I'd like to thank all the folks that have made this production possible. For Trojan Media Productions, our technical director, Terrell Thompson, instant replay, Stephanie Macias. The audio tech is Eric Moore. Camera operators, Carol Duran, Brianna Benavides, Brooke Starts, Abigail Garcia, our sideline reporter Eva Rodriguez, and our executive director and AV teacher Justin Sanchez. Thank you for the pictures and the sounds tonight, and also thanks to our statistician Paul Comer. For my guest, Hal Harris, Waco ISD Stadium.